All right, sorry, I didn't realize we got that far.
Not much. I want to finish. They want to start publishing the book already. I think they have initiated the public things. Just ignore what I'm doing right now because I'm too slow.
Okay.
Start
has the meeting been live streamed? Or
I want to say
you're live streaming it to save it
to my personal private YouTube.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
So you're saving it to YouTube
directly? So no. Yeah. Don't. So when I finish, it's there. It's not. I don't have to upload it.
Okay, but no, it's not public. It's not being public on YouTube.
There's a 3 option if you can choose private, unless, or public.
Okay, they're not being made public. These discussions saved and made public on YouTube. Just to be sure about that, because it's I don't know. Anyway, you want to continue?
The formula of the root cause of life. Well, it's true that the image of happiness in our minds will determine our present happiness. So, to be happy, we need to focus on hearing, seeing, speaking, and knowing about happiness every day. The wise man smiles. Is it because when you understand that the root of life comes from within you, from the seeds in your mind, you will stop blaming others for their mistakes or unfavorable things that happen to you? Yes, teacher. What kind of image do you have of your husband stored in your mind? My husband is a very good gentleman there shouldn't be a comma here. Right? Yes or no? I think that's a mistake there.
Yeah, I think that's a mistake. Doesn't need a comment.
Just a minute. Page.
So why are you saving these discussions?
Say it again.
Why are you saving these discussions?
Because they already published the book, and it's something that I haven't done anything. Whereas I'm telling them that you're helping me fixing it, but I haven't showing them any proof yet. So they want to, if I want them to publish the editing version, I need to show them that I've been working on it.
Just wondering.
Remove comma. Okay. After gentle. Gentleman who always love, protects, and take care of me. My husband is very compassionate toward me. On weekend or whenever we have free time, I often list many dishes I plan to cook. Then let my husband choose what I should cook. But you know what he asked me? He asked me, which is the simplest, easiest dish for you to cook? Do you know why my husband asked that? It's because when I finish cooking and my feet or hands are tired, my husband has to sit for hours massaging my hands, feet, and hair. And my husband happily cleans up all the pots, pans, and other messes from my cooking. He never complains about me and the kids. That's why when I think back, I feel my husband is very compassionate. Is it tolerant? This should be tolerance or compassionate here. been replaced with tolerant. My husband is very tolerant to me. That's not all. My husband always say he has 3 children, me and our 2 kids. Every time the children and I play together, get tired and then go to sleep. My husband had to clean up all the toys and books scattered around the house. But he cleans up happily, never complains about the 3 of us. Although these acts are small, they make me very happy. I often tell my husband, that's the greatest luck in my life, is marrying him. Congratulations to the luckiest girl on the planet. Oh, this should be the planet, not the plan.
Yes.
Planet. Oh, dear, page 71. Planet, not plant. I don't want them. They publishing this book already. It's not much, but there's a lot of little mistake. Anyway, it's precisely those very good mental image you have of your husband that make him treat you well. Remember the pen story I told you earlier? There's your perception of the objects as a pen or something else come from the outside or from images inside your mind. From inside me, teacher? That's right. Exactly from the images inside you, from the seeds in your own mind. So it's not the other people's fault if they hurt you. It comes from the seeds in your mind. Your total karma determines it. They have a tendency. They have a tendency of connecting the word in front of the word after it when they read these words. For example, determines it. And when I read it and I make it clear that it determines it, they're not very happy when I'm doing that. What do you think?
What do you mean it shouldn't be determines it?
Determines it. It should not be determines it, right? Give me some confirmation, please.
It's a little bit.
No, they make it very, very like obvious that it's a word that been connected rather than separate it out. And I was like, I don't know, keep correcting me on this. Anyway, okay, it's not, I think it's like, and then nothing right or wrong here. It's just my own ego. Okay, you have to plant the seed in order to bear fruit, right? Yes, sir. The life results you have today are exactly the seeds your mind planted, bearing fruits as your wishes form, bearing unwanted fruits and bearing fruits that are neither like nor dislike, precisely because the root of life stems from within you. When you understand this, you will know that human nature is not problematic. People are capital, a bridge bringing good things to you. The root of life stems from within you. You will more compassion, you will more tolerance towards people and rebuild good relationships through the image of them you desire. Yes, teacher, when you understand the emptiness of all things and events, and that the roots of life stems from within you, you will be able to let go of yourself. Yourself over here should be one word, right? What are you doing?
Yeah.
So it should be one. This is page, yeah. Page 33. 73.
It depends. So self could mean you're kind of self-conscious. So if they mean yourself, as in you, then right. Then it's one word. If they mean self as in your kind of consciousness.
Okay, so
It,
in this
it has different meaning. It could be yourself.
Okay,
I think it might be intended 2 words. It's intended like that.
Okay, right. I'll just leave it then. And be more compassionate.
By self, they mean your own kind of consciousness or ego.
Okay.
That's the meaning, is so they should be separate if that's the intention.
Yes. Okay. I got you. Okay. Story, angels on earth. Are you an angel on earth? Yes, you are my angel on earth. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, continue with the story. There's one was a little angel. Before going down to the mortal world, God and all the other angels came to see him off. God asked, "Why do you want to go down to the mortal world, full of dangers and hated?" "I want to, sir." "Do you know that when you go down there?" Okay, in this conversation, it starts with God asked, and then there's no more conversation between God's ask and the angel answer. So should I remove this off the page?
I don't understand. If it says God asked.
Yes, but then after God asked, then there's no the angel answer. There's no God asked anymore. It just start with God asked. I mean, normally it start with the wise man and girl. So in this,
but you wouldn't want to remove that. You might want to add the angel. The angels responded or something.
Oh yeah, something like that. Is it necessary? Oh, it's okay like this, yeah.
It's not explicitly stating, but it's obvious.
Okay, I continue.
I mean, you could say the angels responded or something.
But if I understand correctly, you might just leave it then because otherwise. Huh?
You could say the angels responded for each one, and then God asked again for each one.
For each one. So would it be okay like this? Is that
what you mean?
Yes, that's what I mean.
I mean, I think it's okay like that. It's
okay like that. Then I just leave it.
Yeah, some people might be. I think it's implicit.
It's inclusive, yeah. Okay.
I think it's reasonably kind of clear anyway, just by the previous paragraph.
Yes. But, I'm sorry if angel not anyone. Okay. I'll just leave it. Yeah. Do you know that when you go down there, you will very likely lose the nature and have great difficulty coming back to heaven? I know, sir. To be able to come back here, you must have ample love and compassion. To be honest, I don't know why it's ample love and compassion. It's to be ample love and tolerance. Anyway, if you hear it makes sense, I'm not gonna stop it. Okay, if you hear it does not make any sense, then stop me. Because otherwise, I just ask random questions. Okay, you must have ample love and tolerance. However, in order to have such great love and tolerance, there must be people who hurt you, people who cause you to resent without their presence. Presence, encouraging you to nurture and enrich your love and tolerance. It would be very difficult for you to return to heaven. Does anyone want to help their friend return to heaven? God looked around and all were silent. Only the little angel's best friend spoke up. I will help him. Yes, I volunteer to help my friend. Why are you doing this? Because I cherish my friend. I want my friend to be able to return to heaven. Do you know that by doing so, you will become a very bad person? You may be hated by many, and it will also be hard for you to come back here. I understand, but I sincerely cherish my friend, so I want my friend to be able to come back here. I'm very willing to help my friend. Having said that, the two little angels hugged each other and went down together to the mortal world. Their story moved God and their friends. After many lifetimes, they both returned to heaven. Story being tolerance toward others, toward oneself. Being tolerant towards oneself. There was a girl who has a strange illness with an unknown cause. Her health and strength gradually declined every night. She had the same strange dream of a deserted house with many people locked inside, desperately crying for help. She went everywhere to find someone who could help and got introduced to a Zen master. After some time communicating and understanding the root cause of the disease, the Zen master gave her a golden key and told her that the next time she had the dreams, she should unlock the door and free all the people inside the deserted house. Once back in the dream, she quickly went to the door and put the key in the lock. Right then, out of curiosity about who was behind the door, she picked and saw many people who has hurt her in life, including the neighbor who recently moved in next to her house and the old childhood dog from when she was in school. She thought to herself, why should I release the people when they were the ones who hurt me? She turned around and walked away with a faint smile on her lips and woke up from the dreams. After that, her health did not improve, but worsened until she could no longer endure it and returned to the Zen master. The Zen master told her there was no more time left. If she did not free those people, the deserted house would collapse, which meant, I'm not sure of the pronunciation here, which meant her health, I'm asking you, okay, which meant her health would also collapse. Between life and death, with no more hesitation, she opened the door and freed everyone inside the deserted house. Only one person was unable to walk out of the corner of the house. She quickly helped the girls out. As soon as two stepped out of the house, it collapsed. What surprised her most was that the girl from the corner of the deserted house was herself. Upon waking up, her health had changed and gradually improved. To fully understand everything, she went to see the Zen master again. The Zen master explained to her that she had blamed herself for others' mistakes and lacked tolerance for others and herself. Being tolerant to others is the simplest way to save one's future. Being compassionate to others is the simplest way to save one's future. Okay. What do you feel about tolerance from these two stories? I understand that being tolerant to others means being tolerant to oneself. I realize it's thanks to those who hurt me that I become more tolerant, mature, and stronger. Do you know the greatest benefits of tolerance? Based on the above story. Based on the above story, I think it will save my life. It will save my life. You have a very special understanding. However, to truly be compassionate, you need a big heart enough to contain a lot of people. After learning this, one of my students handled a very special situation. One of my students handles a very special situation with an understanding of non-attachment to others' faults, bringing joy to many people. In the days near Tết, this Vietnamese Tết, In this context, it talks about the Vietnamese New Year tradition, and the name Tết has been kept original in here. Should I add anything in here to make it clearer, or just leave it like that? In the days near the holiday, for example.
Well, who's going to read it?
Who's going to read it? And anyone that Vietnamese or neither Vietnamese.
Okay, they might not know what Tết is, so you could say it's near the New Year.
Days nearing. Can I say first holiday? That's astrophy. Astrophy. How do you pronounce it? The comma on the top. One more time, please. Apostrophe. Apostrophes. Yeah.
Apostrophe.
Okay. Apostrophe.
AP. Apostrophe.
Apostrophes. Apostrophe. Okay.
Yeah.
So, because there's a lot of content, a lot of this that words is somehow has been used in a lot of a website and page already. It has been recognized. It's like phở, Vietnamese phở. It's already recognized as a word in English. But people normally add apostrophes, holiday after that. I don't know if it's making any sense. Oh. Okay, what do you think? Leave it there or add something else?
You mean quotes as in the name? Apostrophe is either side, double quotes either side because it's a name of something.
Oh no, then it's not a what I meant. What I meant is that it's have a comma on top with S and then holiday after that.
I mean, if anyone's going to read it, they probably won't know or might not know what that is. So, I mean, you could just say in the days nearing the New Year.
But it's not the normal New Year. It's a Vietnamese New Year. So it doesn't happen. It's on the 1st of January.
Yeah, I know, but it still applies. What you're saying still applies to any New Year, doesn't it?
Yes. But I want to keep it as the Vietnamese.
I want to keep it as the
Vietnamese name. So that holiday.
Say in the days nearing the Vietnamese New Year and Tết in quotes. In that case, in the days nearing the Vietnamese New Year.
Vietnamese New Year. Vietnamese New Year and Tết.
Yeah, or the days nearing the Vietnamese New Year, known as Tết.
Okay, New Year, known as Tết. No.
Yeah.
K-N-O-W-N.
K-N-O-W-N.
Yes.
And a comma before known.
Comma before known. Okay. Thank you. And then comma. Okay. Thank you. Traffic was very busy. She was working on the right side of the road, but still got hit by a delivery boy. She fell on the road, scraping her knees, and they bled. The boy's face turned pale with fear, stuttering apologies to her. Seeing the boy's panicked face made her feel very sympathetic. She thought that if she had asked the boy to take her to the hospital for examination right away, he wouldn't be able to finish delivering on time or afford the medical fees. Immediately, she cheerfully told the delivery boys, "I'm fine, go on your way." Despite hearing her saying that, the delivery boy didn't dare leave. Seeing that, she said, "I promise you I'm fine, I'm okay, go deliver on time." The young man was extremely moved and thanked her continuously. she felt the choice from the delivery boy's eyes. How do you feel about my student? How do you feel about my student? She has a big enough heart to be tolerant to people. Clearly, the boy was at fault, but she didn't hold on to the boy's fault in her mind and resent him or demand compensation from him. Her mind was very balanced, unattached, and not annoyed. She shared with me that she also felt very moved and happy to see the delivery boy's choice and gratitude. She was certain that in similar future cases, the boys would treat others the same way she treated him. Thank you for clearly showing me that tolerance for people means. What tolerance for people means. This story reminds me of the image of my teachers and his wife. Last day was the release of his book. Due to the pandemic, the celebration had to be held online from the home. But my teachers and his wife did dresses very nicely for the guests. While my teacher shared with nearly 500 viewers, the children dresses in pajamas came down and clamped on him and his wife. Even ordinary person was giving a speech and a child interrupted. The adult would be very annoyed and scold the child. But my teachers and his wife calmly and happily continued sharing as if nothing had happened because they didn't see any problem with their children's behavior. They were in complete control of the situation because of their compassion for their children. In the story you told, do you know why the teacher and his wife were able to be tolerant to their children? Is it because the teacher and his wife saw their children's actions as perfectly fine, so they was not attached or annoyed? Yes, when you have the energies of tolerance, your mind will always be balanced. You will not cling to problems and you will not be annoyed. Everything arises from your perception attached to it. When you understand this, you will stand above all troubles. Know that the most important person to be compassionate towards is yourself. When you it's not compassion, I keep saying compassion. When you are tolerant with yourself, you will improve and confidently move forward. Hearing you share this reminds me of a story. I had a friend who I cherished very much. When she was my employee, she was very well behaved and listened to everything I said. But when she moved to another department and I addressed an issue she disagreed with, she showed an annoyed attitude and argued intensely with me, something she never did when she was my employee. As we were arguing, another colleague came to...
Sorry to interrupt, I think the time's up, so maybe finish this paragraph. There's people joining.
Okay, yes. Where did I get to?
As we were arguing, I think.
As we were arguing, where is it? As we were arguing, another colleague came to discuss a task with me. My mind immediately stopped arguing. I didn't cling to my annoyance, but switched to very happily speaking with the other colleague. After finishing our conversation, I returned to the discussion with the former employee, reasoning that her thinking was immature at times because she was still young. I didn't cling to her attitude and behavior anymore. I wasn't even annoyed. My mind at that time was very balanced and unattached. After talking with her until late in the evening, I had a very strange feeling. I felt very comfortable, light, happy, and grateful for everything. All right, we stop here. Thank you very much for today.
Bye, darling.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Love you. Goodbye.